Hello, let us discuss about 12 Jothir-Linga temples of Lord Shiva in India. Children, we have read earlier that Linga is one of the many forms of worshipping of Lord Shiva. Jyothi means radiant, and so Jothir-Linga means the linga that is radiant. There are 12 Jothir-Linga temples in India. Jothir-Linga temples are the most prominent of all temples dedicated for Lord Shiva. Jothir-Linga temple spread all over India and considered holiest for Shiva's devotees. Lord Shiva first manifested himself as a Jothir-Linga on the night of the aligning position of star Andra. Thus the special reference for the Jothir-Linga. There is nothing to distinguish the appearance of Jothir-Linga and the normal lingas. But it is believed that a person can see these lingas as columns of fire piercing through the earth after he reaches a higher level of spiritual attainment. Let us now see those 12 temples in detail. Number 1. Somanath Temple, Gujarat, India. The Somanath Temple is located on the western coast of Gujarat. Somanath Temple, also known as the Shrine Eternal, is considered to be the most significant. One of the ancient epics, Skanda Purana, related to Lord Shiva, mentioned this temple as one of the Jothir-Linga temple. In the Skanda Purana, in the section Prapasa, it was mentioned that the Somanath temple's Jothir-Linga is radiant enough, like the sun that is buried below the ground. Further, in the great epic Mahabharata, it was also mentioned that one of the Devas, Moon, had worshipped Lord Shiva in this temple. Located on the edge of the Arabian Sea, this glorious temple had attracted Islamic invaders for its invaluable treasures. The temple was demolished 7 times by the invaders. However, every time, 8 times to be specific, it was rebuilt to its glory. Somanath Temple was built from scratch, and on Monday 1st January 1995 was opened for the public to worship by the President of India, Shankar Dayal Sharma. Number 2. Mallikarchuna Swami Temple, Andhra Pradesh. Sri Mallikarchuna Swami is one of the 12 Jothir-Lingas of Lord Shiva, situated at Sri Sailam in the southern Indian state of Andhra Pradesh. Chandragupta was the king of the Mallikapuri, and his daughter is Chandralekha. She was an ardent devotee of Lord Shiva, and so worshipped the Lord by the name of Arjuna with the flowers jasmine, which name is Mallika. The flowers were available in abundance in that area. As a result, the god was referred as Mallikarchuna Swami. Sri Sailam, Sri Mallikarchuna Swami Temple is one of the 12 Jothir-Linga temple dedicated to Lord Shiva, as well as one of the 18 Mahashakti Pida. It is believed that Adi Sankara had produced his renowned Sivananda Lahiri while staying here. Nandideva observed penance in this temple and was given the capability of carrying the Lord. Lord Shiva is known at Sri Sailam as Mallikarchuna and his consort as Brahmarambal. Sri Sailam Mallikarchuna temple's glory was sung by Nayanmars. Number 3. Mahakaleshwar, Madhya Pradesh. Mahakaleshwar Jothir-Linga is one of the most famous Hindu temples dedicated to Lord Shiva. Linga at this temple is believed to be Swayambhu, formed naturally as a linga. Also, out of 12 Jothir-Linga temples, only Mahakaleshwar temple is facing the southern direction. The temple has 3 layers. It is located in the ancient city of Ujjain in the state of Madhya Pradesh, India. The temple is situated on the side of the Rudra lake. The presiding deity, Lord Shiva in the lingam form, is believed to be Swayambhu Lingam. The idol of Mahakaleshwar is known to be Dakshinamurti, which means that it is facing the south. This is a unique feature to be found only in Mahakaleshwar among the 12 Jothir-Lingas. The temple has 5 levels, one of which is underground. Presiding deity of the temple, Lord Shiva, who is known here as Mahakaleshwar, appears here majestically in all his splendor. The great Kumbh Mela festival is celebrated here. Number 4. Kedaranath Temple in Uttarakhand. Kedaranath Temple is one of India's most sacred temples of Lord Shiva. It is in the state of Uttarakhand. Kedaranath is near the Mandakini river, located at the foot of Mount Himalayas. Out of all 12 Jothir-Linga temples, only this temple is considered to be located very close to Mount Kailash, which is believed to be abode of Lord Shiva on earth. Lord Shiva is known here as Kedaranath. His consort is known as Kedar Gauri. The glory of this temple was sung by Tirunavukkarasar, who was one of the Nayanmar. The temple was renovated after the advent of Adi Sankara in 8 AD. It is one of the 4 Shiva temples located in the northern Himalayas. The temple is situated at a distance of 223 km from Rishikesh and along the bank of river Mandakini, which is a branch of the holy river Ganga. The temple is 3,583 meters above the sea level, and so snow normally falls during winter. Kedaranath temple contained statue of the 5 Pandava brothers, Lord Krishna, Nandi, the vehicle of Lord Shiva, and Veerabhadra, one of the god of Shiva. The statue of Draupadi and other deities are also installed in the main hall. A medium-sized conical rough stone formation is worshipped in the Garbhagriha and considered as the Sat Shiva form of Lord Shiva. Behind the temple is the Samadhi Mandir of Adi Sankara. The head priest of the Kedaranath temple belonged to the Veerasaiva community from the southern Indian state of Karnataka. During puja of Lord Shiva at Kedaranath, the mantras will be pronounced in Kannada language. Number 5. Omkareshwar, Madhya Pradesh. Omkareshwar is a Hindu temple dedicated to Lord Shiva. It is one of the 12 revered Jothir-Linga shrine of Shiva. It is on an island called Sivapuri in the Narmada river. The shape of the island is said to be like Hindu Om symbol. Omkareshwar is formed by the sacred river Narmada. This island and the river are shaped like Om, and that is how it derived its name. It is natural phenomenon. Narmada is one of the most sacred of the rivers in India and is now home to one of the world's biggest dam projects. The temple consists of a three-layer. Omkareshwar is in the lower layer. Mahakaleshwar is in the middle. And the top layer is Siddheswar. Amaleshwari is the name of the consort of the Lord. The water of river Narmada flows around the temple. It is considered a divine act that this water naturally comes up above to be able to do abhishek to the Lord. There are many holy tirthas around the temple. Kubera, who went to ask for alms from Lord Krishna, had a dip in a pond and worshipped the Omkareshwar before he set off. The pond is known as Kubera Pandara Tirtham. It is in the vicinity of this temple. Thus, the devotees believe that the Lord blesses the devotees who come all the way to worship Him with immense wealth and moksha. Kaasi Viswanth Temple is one of the most famous Hindu temples and is dedicated to Lord Shiva. It is located in Varanasi, Uttara Pradesh, India. The temple stands on the western bank of holy river Ganga and is one of the 12 Jothir-Lingas, the holiest of all Shiva temples. The main deity is known by the name Viswanatha or Visveswara, meaning ruler of the universe. The Varanasi city is also called Kaasi, and hence the temple is popularly known as Kaasi Viswanath Temple. The temple has been referred to in Hindu scriptures for a very long time and as a central part of worship in the Shiva philosophy. Standing on the western bank of India's holiest river, Ganga's, Varanasi is one of the oldest surviving cities of the world and the cultural capital of India. Inside the Kaasi Viswanath temple is the Jothir-Linga of Shiva, Visveswara or Vishwanath. Tradition has it that the merits earned by the darshan of other Jothir-Linga scattered in various parts of India acquire to a devotee by a single visit to Kaasi Viswanath Temple. The Kaasi Viswanath Temple attracts visitors not only from India but all over the world as well. Out of the 12 Jothir-Lingas, the most famous is Kaasi. The main deity is made of emerald and known as Viswanatha. The consort of Viswanatha is Visalatchi. The temple is one of the 51 Sakti Pidas and also called Manikarnika Pida. The city of Kaasi was mentioned in almost all ancient legend and epic. The holy river Ganga is flowing through the middle of the city. The city and the river were and are the center point of India's culture and legend. Trimbakeshwar Shiva Temple, Maharashtra. Trimbakeshwar or Trimbakeshwar is an ancient Hindu temple in the town of Trimbak in the Nasik district of Maharashtra, India. It is dedicated to Lord Shiva and is one of the 12 Jothir-Lingas. Kusavartha, the holy Tirtha, is within the temple premises and is the source of the Godavari river, the longest river in the peninsular India. The Avudiyar, or the bottom part of the linga, is below the ground where the water oozes out, which is a wonder. The extraordinary feature of the top part of the Jothir-Linga located here in its three faces, embodying Lord Brahma, Lord Vishnu and Lord Rudra, while all other Jothir-Lingas have Shiva as the main deity. The entire black stone temple is known for its appealing architecture and sculpture and is at the foothills of a mountain called Brahmagiri. Three sources of the river Godavari originate from the Brahmagiri mountain. Every 12 years, the Kumbh Mela festival is celebrated here. Kumbh Mela is known worldwide for its largest gathering of devotees for a religious festival in the whole world. Number 9. Baidiyanath Temple, Jharkhand. Baidiyanath Jothir-Linga Temple is one of the 12 Jothir-Lingas, the most sacred abode of Shiva. It is located in the state of Jharkhand, India. Every year, more than 1 million pilgrims visit the temple. In the month of June, carrying the holy water of river Ganga, some devotees come to the temple on foot from 100 kilometers away. There are 22 temples in the same campus of different gods and goddesses, among which Lord Shiva is empowered as being supreme. The temple of Shiva, Vaidiynath, faces the east and is 72 feet tall, and it is lotus-shaped. Ravana, the king of Lanka, meditated for long to ask for some boon from Lord Shiva at this temple. The 10-headed Ravana raised Yaga fire, and he started plugging his head one by one and offered in the fire. Having lost 9 heads, Lord appeared before him and nursed him to cure his injuries, and so he got all his heads back. The Lord also gave him many boons and also a linga to take to Lanka. This nursing and curing earned the Lord the name Vaidiyanath or Vaidya, doctor. Since Lord Shiva came down as a doctor to help Ravana, he became known here as Vaidiyanath. Many devotees with maladies come here to seek the blessing of Lord to alleviate their sorrow. The consort of Lord here is Tayil Nayagi. Number 10. Nageshwara Temple, Uttarakhand. Nageshwara Jothir-Linga is one of the 12 Jothir-Linga shrines mentioned in the Shiva Purana. Nageshwara is believed to be the first Jothir-Linga on earth. Lord Shiva is known here as Naganatha, and his consort is Nageshwari. The legend Shiva Purana describes the Nageshwara Jothir-Linga and tells of a demon named Daruka who attacked a Shiva's devotee, Supriya, and imprisoned him along with many others in his city Darukvanam, a city inhabited by snakes and demons. Supriya insisted all the prisoners chant the holy mantra of Shiva, and immediately thereafter Lord Shiva appeared and the demon was vanquished, later residing there in the form of Jothir-Linga guarded by Nagas. He became known as Naganatha. With high walls on all 4 sides, the temple is in a spacious location. A magnificent cone-shaped tower with beautiful sculptural work can be seen in this temple. One of the largest statues of Shiva in Yogic posture can be seen outside the temple. Number 11. Rameshwar Temple, Tamilnadu. Ramanatha Swami Temple is a Hindu temple dedicated to God Shiva, located on Rameshwaram island in the state of Tamil Nadu, India. It is also one of the 12 Jothir-Linga temple where Shiva is worshipped in the form of a Jothir-Linga. The island got the name Rameshwaram due to the existence of this Sri Ramanatha Swami temple. Because Rama worshipped the Lord Ishwar here, the place came to be known as Rama Ishwaram. This temple was sung by Saiva Nayanmars. Upper and Sambandha both sang the glory of this temple and the deity. According to Ramayana, Rama, the seventh incarnation of God Vishnu, believed to have prayed to Lord Shiva here to absolve the sin of killing a Brahmin, Ravana, committed during his war against the demon king Ravana in Sri Lanka. The main deity here is known as Ramanatha Swami, and his consort is Parvata Vartini. There are two lingas in the sanctum. Rama wanted to have the largest lingam to worship Shiva. He directed Hanuman, the monkey lieutenant in his army, to bring a linga from the Himalayas. Since it took longer to bring the linga, Sita, the wife of Rama, built a small linga out of sand available in the seashore, which is believed to be the linga in the sanctum and referred to as Ramalinga. The one Hanuman brought was Viswalinga. The Rama directed that the Viswalinga must be worshipped first, and that direction is still in force. Those who go on pilgrimage to the Kaasi and Rameshwaram should first start with a dip in Agni Tirtha of Rameshwaram. They would take fist full of sand and some water in a vessel from this Tirtha to take up to Kaasi, where another dip in Ganga while resolving the sand in it, and use the Agni Tirtha water to carry out Abhishek to Kaasi Viswanth. Then they fill the same vessel with Ganga water and bring back to Rameswaram to carry out the Abhishek to Ramanatha to complete the ritual. Number 12. Grishneshwar, Maharashtra. Grishneshwar Jothir-Linga is one of the 12 Jothir-Linga shrines mentioned in the Shiva Purana. Grishneshwar is believed as the last of the 12 Jothir-Linga on the earth. This pilgrimage site is located at a village called Verul, which lies at a distance of 11 km from Devagiri and 30 km from Aurangabad. It lies in close proximity to famous Ellora caves. The temple is one of the 5 Jothir-Linga temples in Maharashtra and stands as an illustration of the prehistoric temple tradition as well as the prehistoric architectural site and structure. In the 16th century, Malboji Raja Bhosle, grandfather of Chhatrapati Shivaji, has renovated this temple. The temple with beautifully sculptured wall was built in the 18th century under the patronage of Queen Aliyabai, one of the rulers of the state of Indo. She was the one who also rebuilt the Kaasi Viswanatha temple and Gaya Vishnu Pada temple. The temple built of red rocks is composed of 5-tier tower. The world famous Buddhist cave Ellora is less than a kilometer away from this temple.